Hey everybody, we're back out in the garage today, and our John Deere 47 snowblower is broken. We got to make some repairs. We had some snow the other day, and I was out there with the snowblower, and I broke the cables that operate the spout. So the 47 snowblower has these cables that operate this spout. I put this rubber flap on here years ago to keep the snow out of here, but these cables operate this spout, and as you can see, yeah, they're broken. They're operated by a hydraulic piston underneath this piece of plastic, operated from the operator's position up there. So we got to get this all taken apart so we can make the repairs. The parts we're going to need today are two cables, a left and a right. I have bought both cables off Amazon. I'll put the links in the description for you if you're looking for them. And before we can change out the cables, we got to take this cover off. You're going to need a 10mm wrench and a 10mm. That required way more effort than I thought there was going to be. Going to end up probably needing some new bolts when you're done. It's been a while since I've had this off of there. This is the second time. This is the second time that these cables have broke, and I've had this for a while. Clearly. Okay, this is what it looks like. I'm just going to go ahead and pull these cables out of here. I've got the owner's manual, so routing the new ones really shouldn't be an issue, but everything is twisted. What a mess. What a mess. All right, to get the cables off of the spout, you've got just these two nuts here. These are 1/2 inch, by the way. My tractor's a X585 4-wheel drive, and it's a 2003. It's got the 25 horsepower Kawasaki gas motor, and I bought this in 2005 with 100 hours on it. So I've pretty much been the only owner, really. We've got 570 hours on it right now. Been a good tractor. It's only broke down like 3 times, so I try to do the maintenance as best I can. In the wintertime, I usually run this weight box in the back. It's just filled with gravel. I'd say it weighs probably 120 pounds or so. I've got the 3,000 pound X-Bull winch on there in case I get stuck. But it's been a really good tractor. Not sure if you saw that or not, but I just pulled a mouse nest out of here. So we're going to go ahead and get this couscous cleaned up a little bit, and then we'll get the cables installed. It really needs to be a power wash, but it's only like 20 degrees outside today, so I guess I'll have to do that in the spring. I got the diesel heater running again, and ever since I made the modifications to the exhaust, it seems to have fixed the problem. We'll see how long it lasts. I'm hoping it's just going to be a temporary. I'm hoping that heater is just going to be a temporary system. I'd like to put a little money into this garage this year. and maybe come up with something different for the heat. And then I can move that diesel heater out into the shed for the winter time, for the 1 or 2 times a year I might need it out there. But if you saw the mouse nest that I took out of here, you can only imagine how this smells. It smells exactly the way it looks. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with some brake clean, I think. It'll probably might take some of the paint off though, but I'm hoping this summer I can clean this up a little bit. It needs a little love. I got both supervisors on the job today, Lucy and Echo, making sure I don't screw off. My video a couple weeks ago when I welded my Jeep fenders back together. I used my titanium welder for the first time. It worked really good. This is the second welder I've ever owned. This one's a 110 and a 240 volt, and of course I got to run it on the 110 because I don't have a 240 outlet, but I was kind of surprised on how well it welded. And my welding helmet in that video, it was so blurry. I tried cleaning the lenses and put new lenses in, and I just couldn't get it to clean up. And I just figured it's probably old, so I went to Tractor Supply. And I bought this new helmet here, and we'll see how that one works out. I got my owner's manual, and tells you how to string this cable through. Both cables are the same part number, and this is a nice pliable cable. It's not sure what makes it unique, but it's not quite as stiff as the one that you would go buy at a hardware store. So it says in the directions, no matter which one we're installing, that we want this cradle that it rides in, that the cables ride on, we want it all the way to the right hand side. That's as you're sitting on the seat, so you want this cradle all the way to the right. Alright, I got my owner's manual set up out here, and I got it oriented according to the way the chute is. So it looks like you got to have the chute straight ahead. We're going to start with this hole right here. This cable goes through and goes around this pulley, and then it doubles back and goes around this outside pulley over here. That ball on the end of the cable holds it from passing through. So this goes around like this, and then it comes around the side. And it's supposed to go there, and as you can see, it won't reach. So let's see. They wanted this thing all the way to the right. So instead of having the chute straight like it says in the book, let's try putting the chute all the way to the right. Now that we got the chute all the way to the right, it looks like this cable fits perfect. So we're gonna run with it. Alright, this other cable goes through this hole right here. It's going to ride on the same pulley as that other one. I'm going to put it on top of the first cable. And then this one is supposed to, let's see, looks like it goes all the way around. Let's see if I got that right. It's supposed to go this way. Goes all the way around this way. And then it goes right to the stud over here. Alright. That was super easy, actually. Make sure everything's riding on the pulleys. Everything is looking good. All right, let's see if this is going to work. All right, that's a good job done. That chute hasn't had that much rotation in a couple seasons. That was one of the. I was going to probably end up taking this apart anyway because it was only, I would say, it would only shoot kind of like over the top of this this guide here, and same thing on the other side. So it wasn't terrible. But it wasn't great when you were working around the house or around the cars. So we've got that all figured out. We've got to get some new bolts for this. Put that cover back on. In our next video, we're going to be installing a cable to adjust the chute angle. Up and down angle. Right now I have to do it right from here. I've got to get off the tractor. I've got to loosen up this wheel and then operate it manually, but I got a cable and we're going to attach a cable from here. We're going to make a bracket. We're going to use this piece right here. We're going to mount a bracket to it. It's going to come up, and then we're going to put the handle up there so you can get it from the operator's seat. And this bar right here, not every tractor has them. This is for the 45 loader that I have. So if you don't have this piece on your tractor, that's probably why. If you don't have a 45 loader, you won't have that. But I'm going to just bolt it right to that, and we'll make a bracket that comes up so that we can operate the chute height. It's never really been an issue for me because I usually just set that height, and it's always worked out great. But I live in a new house right now, and I've got cars on all sides, and I've got a house that's close by, my neighbor's close by, and I mean there's plenty of room for snow blowing, but you want this chute to be as high as possible, when possible, so you can get that snow moved out of there. So I guess that's it for today. I'll go ahead and put this cover back on. I'll get some new hardware, and we'll be back in business. So until the next time, thanks for watching.